And if there is anyone who is going to know how the markets are going to look in the very short term or in the long term, it is going to be the exchanges. This is because the exchanges have access to all of the data, including all of the buys, all of the longs, and all of the shorts. All of the possibilities, no matter what. Take a look at everything. There is a noticeable volume. They are aware of the volume that is going to start soon. They are aware of everything that they see. In addition, they engage in conversation with each and every institution that is actively cooperating with them. They are having conversations with each of the many sponsors. They are having conversations with each and every one of the various ETF providers. Due to the fact that this is their line of work, they possess more experience and knowledge than you could ever aspire to potentially have. They carry out this activity on a daily basis. Moreover, you may stake your last dollar on it. It is clear that these individuals are aware of something if they are actively investing billions of dollars in cryptocurrency startups. Instead of focusing on what they say, you should look at what they do. That is the point at which you are going to absolutely steal the show. However, the New York Stock Exchange did invest $2 billion in a cryptocurrency firm called Polymarket. Is it a coincidence? I do not believe so. In addition to this, the SP 500, which is a stock market, is going to establish a new cryptocurrency index that will include 15 different cryptocurrencies and 35 equities that are associated to the cryptocurrency industry. I would like to bring to your attention the fact that exchange-traded funds, ETFs, are the primary source of the majority of the volume that is currently present in the stock market. Then, when you have a large exchange-traded fund, ETF, that is going to be accessible to all of the main banks and major wealth advisory branches that are subsidiaries of those banks. And when all of this private equity that had no access to cryptocurrencies in the past is going to get access to ETFs like this, then you will have a situation in which you will have access to cryptocurrency. Could you please provide your thoughts on the future of the cryptocurrency industry? Do you genuinely believe that the price of cryptocurrency is going to continue to fall over the course of the long run when there are billions and billions and billions of dollars more obtaining access to the cryptocurrency business for the first time? I do not believe so. In the stock market, exchange-traded funds, ETFs, are responsible for the flow of trillions of dollars. There is no reason why the cryptocurrency market should be any different. In other words, there are a great number of individuals who are interested in gaining exposure to cryptocurrency. Nevertheless, it is simply too difficult for them to establish a wallet, establish an exchange account, and carry out all of these tasks. On the other hand, customers will now have the straightforward choice of simply purchasing an exchange-traded fund, ETF. We will simply make a presentation to them, and their bank advisor will be the one to transfer the cash across. This is the simplest thing that could possibly be done. This can be done by anyone. It makes no difference if you are 80 years old and you have some kind of retirement money, or if you are 18 years old and you are just trying to get your feet wet with cryptocurrency for the first time. Whether we like it or not, there is one truth that is prevalent in the cryptocurrency industry. There is a lot of difficulty involved in the process of onboarding, which includes the initial experience of setting up cryptocurrency wallets and exchanges. Need a little bit of specific knowledge. It does require some work. In order to use your bank, for example, you are required to learn a great deal of new information that you would know that people are just generally quite confused about what the future holds, and you are aware of this fact. Are we going to receive these payments for the stimulus? How much of a reduction in interest rates is the Federal Reserve going to make the next time that all of these questions are asked? As a result, this is going to result in an unbelievable amount of volatility. Yet, just as there is an insane amount of volatility, there is also an insane amount of opportunity. Therefore, my primary message to all of you wonderful people back at home is that you should not be a fool, and you should not be one of those people who complain and cry because the markets are not going in the direction that you want. And then when the markets explode back up after you sold, you cry even more. Sadly, this is the case for 90% of people that participate in the cryptocurrency markets, which is the reason why the majority of people do not make any money. As a result of the fact that when products are on sale in the cryptocurrency market, individuals are actively retreating rather than making purchases. And when items are going for a really awful deal after a large pump, people are rushing to acquire them as quickly as they can. I mean, can you think of any other country or region in the world besides investment markets where something like this occurs? It is not known to exist. Obviously, you would take advantage of the opportunity to purchase your dream car or Ferrari at a discount of 50% tomorrow. 50% off? How insane are you? Certainly, you are going to purchase that Ferrari. The next day, however, you are not going to go out and get that Ferrari if it is currently trading at a price that is 250% more than its fair market value. However, everyone in the cryptocurrency industry does exactly that every single day. I swore to my C left that this location is completely incomprehensible. The mind is poisoned and corrupted for greed's sake. It inspires people to make decisions that are so ridiculous. However, keep this in mind when you are trying to discover a decent price on something that you have been wanting for a very long time and have been looking for some time. In all honesty, it is that easy. Therefore, in order to make the most of these kinds of motions, I am actively engaging in this particular activity. As of right moment, the price of XRP is 286.65. To answer your question, yes, I have just now made a very significant purchase on the charts here for my futures balance. In addition to that, I am currently in the process of preparing to put in another dollar cost average for my position. As for my indicator, it is right here for you to see. An indication to buy was just recently offered by it over here. At this very moment, we are getting ready to issue yet another buy signal there. At the very minute that it takes place, you guys will have access to that. It is possible for you to receive a mobile notice on your phone at the moment that the buy signal is activated, informing you that the buy signal strength 2 has been activated. This essential price that it triggers, that it sends to you directly on your phone, is the price at which you are able to open a futures position. In addition, I am telling you all that I constructed this indicator. With that being said, I am aware that it is going to set an indication pretty soon here. In addition, the ideal conditions for purchasing are likely to be reached very, very soon at this location. It is sufficient for you to visit my website in order to acquire that. Levi Cryptocurrency Crusaders Communication Indicator. Please scroll down to find out what my plans are. Make your selection and sign up for the plan that you desire. If you don't do it, you must be losing out on something. There are already close to 400 people who are taking use of this at the moment, and they are all really happy about it. XRP longs are experiencing a complete and utter collapse. People are in a state of fear since XRP has dropped by approximately 5% of the day. They have completely lost their minds. They are selling their XRP at a time when it is on a sale that is absolutely blazing. Guess what, folks? I'm here to tell you guys that what's occurring right now is 100% manipulation, and a lot of you guys are falling for it. I'm here to tell you guys that you had better pay close attention to what is being said, or else you are going to get wrecked. But in addition to that, this is a fantastic opportunity. Since the beginning of this year, I have been making the most of opportunities such as this one, and I have been making a fantastic amount of money as a result. If you want to stop losing and start winning, you are going to want to pay close attention to what I have to say in this video, and you are going to want to remain listening until the very end. Owing to the fact that I am in possession of evidence and receipts showing I and my community are doing an excellent job with what is occurring at the moment. Therefore, if you are trading XRP or if your XRP banks are down, the first thing you should do is be conscious of the fact that you are not alone. Over the course of the past 60 minutes alone, there has been a liquidation of cryptocurrency long positions totaling more than $160 million. A number of people are experiencing a complete and utter breakdown, and the individuals who are experiencing this breakdown are the ones who are making the incorrect actions at the inappropriate moments. When I break it down that way for you guys, it's actually rather easy to understand. Now is the time for you to finally see the light, but before you do, know that you are not alone. However, institutions are actively taking advantage of around 90% of the individuals who are watching this video in order to manipulate your emotions into making decisions that are not in your best interest. Continue to keep an eye on things if you want to be one of the people who are responsible for making the proper choices. Proceed to the next video and steal some hopium from someone else if you want to continue to lose. All you have to do is move on to the next video. The question is, what really is going on in the markets, and why am I bullish despite the fact that everyone else is bearish and going crazy at the moment? First and foremost, in case you guys